What's up guys, it's DJ back again with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super card game and the Pokemon card game. We're going to be doing a bit of a comparison. We're going to talk about collecting and investing in both of these big collectibles, both, really popular hobbies, popular video games, popular, anime shows. So yeah, let's talk about it, and hopefully I can give a bit of insight because I do collect and I do invest in both Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z, whatever you want to call it, and Pokemon. So those are probably my two favorite cards to collect right now and to invest in. So yeah, this should be really interesting. I know there's a lot of fans out there for both, and whether you like one or both of them, I think you will find a few, valuable points in this video. And yeah, let's talk about it. Alrighty guys, quick history on both of these collectibles and just hobbies in general. They both, came out in the 90s. Dragon Ball Z actually had a card game back then as well. It just didn't do as well as Pokemon. It was a bit of a, how can I say it? It was a bit of a letdown, or it just didn't do as well as Pokemon. So Pokemon has been bigger. Pokemon, the company, is bigger than Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super, whatever you want to call it. Let's just stick to one. Let's say Super. It's bigger than Super, bigger than the whole Dragon Ball Z, universe, and in many ways. So we're going to talk about that more with the comparisons, and just because one thing is bigger than the other doesn't mean you can't invest in it. And you can think of like Apple and Samsung. Apple's probably bigger than Samsung, or HTC. There's so many different brands out there and so many competitors, and it's hard to compare the two when one's bigger than the other. But that's not what I'm trying to say. Because Pokemon is bigger, that means you should only invest in Pokemon. Collecting wise, I think we already know what the answer is. Everyone says the same generic thing, and that is collect what you like, collect what you love. And if you like Dragon Ball Super, you like Dragon Ball Z, collect that. If you like Pokemon, collect that. If you like coins, collect that. If you like rocks, if you like shoes, if you like wigs, whatever you like, you collect that. And it doesn't really matter about the values and stuff, because you like it, you love it so much that you collect it. Now, investing, I think a lot of people get confused with this, especially with collectibles. The whole investing game is all about making money, guys. It's all about looking for things to potentially grow and for you to sell and to get a profit. Now, I might not be the biggest Charizard fan out there. I might hate Charizard. I might hate Goku. I might hate Vegeta. I hate these. Let's say I don't really like those characters. I don't really like those cards. But you know what? Those cards have proven to be more investable. The ones that are more popular, the one that the majority like, and those tend to rise in value better than, things that you potentially love. I might be a fan of Krillin or Caterpies and Weedles and stuff. And the thing is, that's a minority. That's a small group of people like that, and there's a good chance those cards aren't going to grow in value. And those are the cards that you probably wouldn't want to invest in, collect in, but not invest. Now that we got the collecting and the investing thing out of the way, because like I said, collect what you love, invest in moneymaker things. So let's do a bit more comparison stuff, alright, with Dragon Ball Super and the Pokemon game. Dragon Ball Super has really boomed lately, 2019, 2020. Obviously Super's been out for a little while, but the card games kind of just started rising really well, and a lot of people are asking, wow, should I start investing in it? And to be honest, it's not a bad idea. The cards have risen in value quite a lot, and so has Pokemon as well. But the thing is, there is some differences between the two, and I'm just gonna, name them one by one. We're gonna start off with Dragon Ball Super, and the pool rates. The ratio for pools is a lot tougher and harder than Pokemon. Also, the print runs are a lot smaller. Print runs are probably based on demand a lot of the time, and it's hard to, judge what demand is like. And it seems to me that Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z, they aren't interested in reprinting stuff. They just want to put out a limited, amount of stock. And therefore, a lot of stock is just getting wiped out. And with Pokemon, you know, they got so much prints, and because it's pretty big, it's popular, and they also reprint. So Pokemon tend to reprint more than Dragon Ball Super, and the ratios that I was talking about before. With secret rares, for example, Pokemon, you buy a booster box, you're almost guaranteed to get a secret rare or a gold card or some sort of rainbow or full art. You know, you're pretty much guaranteed that in every single Pokemon booster box, right? With Super, if you get a SCR, you're looking at, you know, opening a whole case and pulling one. And a whole case for Dragon Ball Super is a lot bigger than Pokemon. So Pokemon has 6 booster boxes in a case, and Dragon Ball Super has 12. I think the packs are smaller, you know, as in the booster box, I think there's like 20 or 24 in a Dragon Ball Super booster box. And in Pokemon, there's like 36. So pull rates are a lot harder. It's harder to get, you know, the really valuable cards in Super compared to Pokemon. The other thing, you know, that would lead me to is it's actually really difficult to know, especially as a beginner, what is good card in Dragon Ball Super. Why? Because so many cards look awesome. The artwork is amazing, and that's not a bad thing, but it's just confusing, right? It's hard to know, is this a really good card or not, unless you do your homework, right? So if you look at certain cards in Dragon Ball Super, you'd be like, wow, this has like foil on it, it's full art. You know, in Pokemon, it's full art, you know. It's very simple. You know, this is a gold card, it's all gold. This is a rainbow card, it's all rainbow. You know, this is a common, uncommon. But with rarities in Super, it's a little bit difficult to know, especially as a beginner. And you gotta know those codes, and they keep changing the rarity like crazy. You know, so yeah, they can get confusing for new people trying to get into the hobby, which I guess can hinder, you know, some more people jumping into that. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's just something that I think they need to work on in regards to rarity. They got to make it a bit more simpler for people to enter that market. People might think they have a really rare card, and then they find out it's just like $1 or $2, which I've done as well. Oh, this is a full art Broly kind of card, and it's only like 50 cents. You know, it's just funny like that. You know, I think with Dragon Ball Super, a lot of people actually collect for artworks more than rarity, whereas with Pokemon, I think a lot of people, you know, collect for WotC. They collect the holos. You know, that's more rare, scarce, and I guess more attractive than the commons and uncommons. Whereas with Super, you can have any Goku card, and it could be like a really cheap card, but it looks so amazing that you're happy to get it. You know, it doesn't really matter. I guess that comes down to the collecting aspect as well. You know, because with Super, because so many cards look so awesome, you don't really mind about the rarity, scarcity kind of thing. But at the same time, those rare and scarce cards like SCRs, SPRs, signature cards for Dragon Ball Super, those have risen in price dramatically, and those are probably the cards that you want to invest in if you can, because they're in high demand and low in supply. And, you know, people are starting to grade them, and the booster boxes that they come in are like just skyrocketing in price. Tournament of Power you can't get for under $1,000 in Australia. Assault of the Saiyans would come second, and that's already like double, triple in value. And, you know, we're seeing that more and more with some of the other booster boxes. And yeah, of course, we've seen this with Pokemon many times. It's nothing new with Pokemon, but with Super, because a lot of the sets that are coming out now, I guess you consider them modern, they're really popular, right? And that's another comparison between Pokemon and Dragon Ball Super. The modern booster boxes and modern cards for Super are really big compared to their vintage. And with Pokemon, I'd say their vintage is like, you know, looked upon as vintage is king, you know. And Pokemon modern sets are really big and popular for Pokemon as well, but, you know, everyone comes down to the WotC, and the, you know, this booster box is $25,000, this first edition base set is $90,000. And I guess that goes down to the next comparison, which is prices. Like, Dragon Ball Super prices is nothing compared to Pokemon. You know, the most expensive Super card, I believe, is the Awakened Power Goku. And if you get that in PSA 10, you're looking at least $2,000, where, you know, that's the king of Dragon Ball Super cards. And with Pokemon, you know, even just comparing like a base set Charizard first edition or whatever like that, you're looking at 55,000 USD. And, you know, you look at those trophy cards that are worth $100,000. Like, the card prices are, you know, for Pokemon just outweigh Dragon Ball Super. And that comes to how big the hobby is for Pokemon compared to Super. And The other comparison, guys, is prices for buying and selling these cards. For Pokemon, because like I said, they're bigger, they've been around. Technically, they've been around as long as each other, but Pokemon's just been consistent with how they've been going. Obviously, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super dropped off, and they just got big once again. Now, with prices, Pokemon's, I guess, still figuring things out, but we do have a lot of history about it. We know general prices for a lot of things, a lot of vintage cards. We know, base set Blastoise goes for generally this much, and, Charizards generally go for this much, and we know, like, sold listings. We pretty much make up our own prices for most of these collectibles and hobbies, based on how much people want it. People pay whatever they want, and we sell it for whatever we want too. And I guess with Super, because it's so new, it's a little difficult to price, and it's a little difficult to know if you're buying something valuable. I guess if you're getting it for a good price or not. I'm seeing people grade cards for Dragon Ball Super, like maybe a $5 card or a $10 card. Comes back a PSA 10, and they're selling it for like $60 to $70. And I guess, technically that looks good. If you want to do that to get profit, just buy a lot of those $5, $10 cards, grade them. Grading fees maybe $20 from Australia. All up, you're spending like $30 or $25, including postage and all that stuff. And you're selling it for like $60, $70. You're doubling your money. So any G.I. Joe can do that, really. But I guess, is that what Dragon Ball Super cards, like, is that what you do? Because I guess we're doing that because we don't really have a general sense of prices. There's a lot of Pop 1 cards, Pop 2 cards. With Pokemon, there's so much history. We know there's this many cards of this, and there's X amount of that, and therefore the price is this. But with Super, especially the modern Super, Super is modern, but especially for a lot of these cards, they are really pricey. I guess the chase cards, the Awakened Power, the signature cards, I think we have a general sense of what those cards go for. They have been fluctuating quite a bit, but I think we know that, a Gohan signature card goes for $800 PSA 10, for example. As I was saying before, the Awakened Power, maybe like a $1,000 card, just raw. So these things we know just with those big hitters, but with all those other ones, like the promos, the EXs, the judge cards, and just the random cards, the SRs and the Rs and the EXs and stuff like that, it's hard to price those because there's not many around, there's not much history on it. So I guess that's another point to think about when you're investing, because part of the investing game is buying and selling. So it's good to know with Pokemon, there is history. You can, get things for a good price. You know what's a good price. You know what to sell them for. But with Super, I guess there's opportunity to, rip people off because we don't know the prices. You can just buy a Japanese card for $100 and get it graded and then sell it for $500. That's something I have been seeing lately as well. So, yeah, it's fair as game, if you're there first and, you got the only BGS 10 or Black Label or whatever, I guess you price it at whatever you want, really. And that's what a lot of people are doing with Super. But is that the right thing to do? Who knows? And yeah, so we'll also talk about why I think Pokemon will always be bigger than Dragon Ball Super. So guys, I think the main reason why Pokemon will always be bigger than Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that is because of the whole gender thing. And no, I'm not saying that, Super is sexist or anything like that. But, you got to know about businesses and target audiences. So with Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z, the whole franchise, their target audience are men, boys, teenagers, generally males, all right? And with Pokemon, it's anybody, everybody. It's a bit more like boys, girls, grown-ups, men, women. You go watch Detective Pikachu, you look at the cinema, how many different people, ages, sizes, it doesn't matter. They were all there. With Dragon Ball Super, I watched the Broly movie that just came out maybe last year, I think, when, Broly came down and fought Vegito and all that stuff. that movie, everyone in the cinema were guys. I think if you were to actually calculate it, in percentages, I think 98% of the cinema were guys. Maybe 2%, or there was one girl there, or one, wife of a guy who had a son, So that's what I mean with, because Pokemon caters to two genders and to all ages and stuff like that, it's just gonna be naturally bigger, it's popular. They have, obviously both franchises have video games. They have this animated series, and they have the card games, and they have all these other merchandise. But at the end of the day, Pokemon will be bigger because of that. And like I said before, I don't think that stops Dragon Ball Super from being investable. I don't think the cards are going to drop in value because, Pokemon's bigger. I just think, if you had to choose which investment is better, a Pokemon investment or Dragon Ball Super investment, the chances are you could probably make more money with Pokemon. It's probably more of a safer bet, even though it's still a bet, right? You don't know what's going to happen. But with Dragon Ball Super, because it's like Pokemon is infancy right now in regards to the grading and the whole, prices of cards compared to sports and stuff like that. But Dragon Ball Super is even more of a baby. Like, you could probably say Dragon Ball Super is like 3 months old and Pokemon's like 2 years old in regards to a human life, right? Either way, guys, if you want to invest in either of these, you got to be smart. You still got to use your head. You got to know what people like, what people want, and you got to know if you can get these things for a good deal and when's the right time to do it. And Dragon Ball Super, I think it's been a good time for the past 6 months. A lot of the cards I've seen have skyrocketed in price. There's SCRs that I bought. Let's see if I can get one. This is from Assault of the Saiyans. Vegito Batara, right? This is PSA 10. I think I got this for $300, $400 in this PSA 10 already graded. Now that card alone could be about double that right now in that grade. And it's also hard to find. Those booster boxes, that came from Assault of the Saiyans booster box. And, original retail price for that was like $120, $130 Australian. That booster box right now, in Australia, you won't be able to find for under $300. People are selling it for $350, $400. And luckily for me, I've got 2 of them. So that's cool. But yeah, like I was saying in the last video, if you find cards that are worth $1,000 and the booster packs are still cheap, or the booster boxes are still cheap, those are probably the great investments that you need to think about getting, because there's a good chance that card's going to stay at $1,000 or $2,000, and the booster packs will eventually follow that. The future is bright for both of these hobbies. However, I do see at least one flaw with Dragon Ball Super, and that is the character development and the whole characters. A lot of those characters are big, Goku, Vegeta. I don't see them changing them, and I don't really see them growing anymore. Like, there'll be extra villains. There might be a few extra heroes, but when it comes to Pokemon, woo, like, they started off with 150 Pokemon, and, look where they are now. They've got, like, what, 800, 900? I guess you could say the more the merrier, but at the same time, those characters from Dragon Ball Super are quality characters. Pokemon's got good quality characters, but they got a lot more to work with. It'd be interesting to see where both of these hobbies go. It'd be interesting to see what more can the Dragon Ball Super universe and the whole the card game can offer. Because at the moment we're seeing multiples, like hundreds of different Gokus, and with Charizard, yeah, there's plenty of them, but they got other options. They got other fire Pokemon, they got other rock Pokemon. They got plenty of Pokemon to go around in different sets. If they wanted in every set, they could have like different Pokemon, They might even make a set where they did all generations, back in the day, Generation 1, a whole set for that, or Generation 2, a whole set for that, and they don't mix the generations. With Super, it'd be really interesting to see, because I don't know if people are going to get sick of having the same characters over and over and over again. I don't think so. But, it's possible because they don't have that, extensive range of characters to work with. Yeah. So, guys, I just want to end the video with a few more, I guess, my own opinions on both franchises. And I think you can collect and invest in both, like I've said before. But, you know, just from my own perspective, with Pokemon, I always liked the TV show, and same with Dragon Ball Z. But right now, I think I could always watch Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super any day, all day, every day of the week compared to Pokemon. Pokemon, I can't go back and watch those series. It feels probably, you know, too kiddie for me. Like, you know, the video games, now I prefer the Pokemon video games and the Dragon Ball Z games, although I played both really hardcore back in the day. And I think I just spent more time on Pokemon, you know, the whole collecting each Pokemon, catching them, training them, beating gyms, and beating the Elite Four. Those things were really big for me. And, you know, if you watch those, you know, how many minutes you've clocked on the game, that's just like, wow. Like, I spent, you know, 300 hours on Pokemon Silver or something like that. You know, I spent a lot more time in Pokemon games than Dragon Ball Z. And when it comes to the cards, they're even right now, for me. All right? I want to know what you guys think. You know, what did you like? Do you think Pokemon, like, do you like Pokemon better than Dragon Ball Super? Or do you like, you know, one or the other? Or do you like them both about level? In regards to the cards, like I said, I think I like them both evenly. I've started to buy a lot more Dragon Ball Super stuff. I'm probably spending more on Super than I am in Pokemon currently. And, you know, with the video games, I think I like them. I think I give the edge to Pokemon just a little bit, but I do love the games for Dragon Ball Z. And, you know, with the animated shows, I think I'd take Dragon Ball Z and Super over Pokemon. That's pretty much it, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Are you investing in both? And what do you think of the comparisons? I think a lot of growth is still in store for both of them. And because, you know, Pokemon at one stage was at its infancy, really young, and then they're growing up, right? They're growing up. And Dragon Ball Super, I think, is at that stage now where it's just starting to grow up. So those are probably the best times to start investing with things, you know, at the start before they get too pricey and before you won't be able, I mean, you can still enter the market, but it's harder to get those, you know, gold star cards and whatever they are. That's all, guys. Let me know your opinions down below. Thanks for watching. Bye. Woo!